Well, not everybody.
Yeah, but look at the concentration he's got here.
He is currently in second place following the short program. Representing the Skating Club of New York in New York City, ladies and gentlemen, Johnny Weir.
Nowhere to hide right now. How do you answer? Tells a lot about your character, what you're made of, what kind of athlete you are when you stand there and watch the guy who is your chief rival put a performance like that together, and now you have to take the ice.
Like I said, this is right where you want to be, because when you do it, it's elevated.
And he does know what he needs to pull off. He saw the quad triple. He knows Lysacek did it.
Pin drop as he skates into his triple axel combination.
Not a combination, but a good, high, clean triple axel.
He was landing a little bit too far forward to do that triple toe, but here comes the point in the program where we find out Johnny's all about it.
Double foot, double foot. Still a pretty impressive attempt.
But now playing catch-up.
Yeah, this is one of those nights where that's already a fantastic program, and we're already subdued because we know it's not good enough already. Landing a little heavy in the knee on the first axle and on that jump as well, leaving the combinations out of it.
You could see that going into it, that he was off the lane of the circle. Just unfortunate.
Guys, don't you have to be careful now that you don't throw the rest of this away?
I don't think he will. That's my bet. He's not someone that gives up. He may make further mistakes, but he doesn't give up. Oh, that was a pop. No.
I'll tell you, when you think you've already lost the competition, it's so hard to concentrate. Really hard to concentrate. It's a really good point, Terry.
But look what he's putting in here, you know.
times like this, you wonder about the draw and whether or not Johnny had skated first and Evan second, this whole thing would have been different.
Perhaps.
Just an exquisite spin, fantastic positions. One of the best skaters on the planet, not his night. As they say, there's only room for one.
It's a one gunslinger town, Spokane, I guess. And Evan Lysacek is that man tonight.
You know, no matter how you slice it, he's a gorgeous skater. Wonderful flow, wonderful spins, great ability, and an imaginative person.
But after the two-footed quad,
Yeah.
you knew it was just too much to overtake Lysacek. And then you start thinking, well, don't mess this up. And you got another guy coming, Ryan Bradley, who's in third after the short program.
With nothing to lose.
Yeah, absolutely. So you got to make sure that you keep going. Disappointing night for Johnny Weir, the three-time U.S. champ. About to relinquish that crown. And we'll see what the judges do with him in just a moment. That's a long skate over to the rink board, isn't it?
I've been there.
It's about the area where he stood and basically paced, watching Evan Lysacek's program right there. Priscilla Hill, his coach. Is that a mistake in your mind? It's all individual, but would you ever like to watch someone, especially if it was the guy who was in the lead?
If you're the kind of competitor who can just suck up their momentum and then just piggyback on it and go, then absolutely.
Yeah.
But like Dick said, there's no way he would have watched.
That what?
You wouldn't have watched.
No, I wouldn't have paid attention. But Katarina Witt did on Debbie Thomas in Calgary. She stood right there at the end of the board and aimed her eye. It was an absolute shot out at her.
Much different reaction right now from Evan Lysacek than Johnny Weir, obviously. Now the numbers in just a moment, just the confirmation of what took place or didn't take place on the ice.
We're going to look at this triple axel. Supposed to be a combination. Watch the knee. He will not go down in the knee. He'll hit his toe pick and lose momentum and wisely decide not to do another jump. But unfortunately, he needed that combination.
And then look at this quad, toe, right there. The turns, the revolutions, great, but two-footed at the end. The feet straight down and crossed beautifully.
And this is very uncharacteristically Johnny. Up in the air, everything's looking pretty good, and then the lean, and you know what? It's just your mind is somewhere else. When you see Johnny Weir fall like that on a triple loop, his mind is somewhere else. And here's where it is, because he knows that this moment is coming. He already knew that he'd lost, and it was hard to focus.
And coming in, he said he had more focus, at least in his mind, than he's had in some time. Evan Lysacek on the left. Jeremy Abbott in second place. Remember, he was in ninth after the short program.
I will also tell you that there's a difference between being the attacker, the guy who is pursuing the champion, and the guy who is the champion who's got to defend it. You have a different status in those two positions, and it's very, very, very strong. It's very difficult to be the champion and then fight off the people coming after you. Much harder than being the guy who's driving for it.
Ryan Bradley, the last guy out there, and a major part of this story. Remember, not only the gold medal on the line, but the top three go to the World Championships. And Bradley in third place after the short. He was almost 5.5 points off the lead. That'd be a tall order to catch Evan Lysacek right now, but
Yeah.
You're looking at perhaps finishing ahead of Johnny Weir. Jeremy Abbott in second place right now. Here come the numbers for Weir.
The technical score for this performance, 62.0. His total program component score, 74.06. The total segment score for his free skating program, 135.06. The combined overall event score, 213.20.
Okay, so Weir
Johnny
is in second place. That number, remember how far that is from what Lysacek did. He almost posted 170.
Well. He had good shots.
Yeah. Doesn't matter the time there.
But what Johnny Weir does know right now is that he will be on the podium
And will go to Worlds.
presumably a part of that World Championship team.
Please welcome